Thank you for doing this. You look gorgeous, obviously.
Hey!
Look at us two. We're a happy married family.
That's so cool.
Hailey, are you worried about Selena? That Justin might get back with Selena and things will be over for Jaylee?
So lame, bro. That you know all that information is so lame.
I did something that really hurt him. I did something very immature and stupid. It damaged the idea of me for you.
Yeah, I think so too.
Justin and Hailey Bieber have welcomed their first child into the world, but with Justin's anger issues, how he treats fans, and the fact that Hailey is obsessed with his ex, it might not have been the best choice. As you might recall, last year, Hailey and Justin's ex-girlfriend Selena Gomez had some drama online. Now during this, fans did some digging and discovered that Hailey was secretly obsessed with Selena, and it was honestly just scary. For starters, Hailey used to be a mega fan of Selena and Justin, and she thought they were the cutest couple ever. You can tell through her social media profiles, especially from things she put on Twitter, which are still up today. One tweet posted in May 2011 read, "I'm for sure 100% team #Jelena," while another said, "I don't care what anyone says, but Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez together is the definition of a teenage dream." Now when she was younger, she'd also go and stalk Selena and Justin to be able to see them, which is honestly just creepy. Then there's the fact that she copies everything that Selena does. Hailey has copied Selena's outfits more than 20 times, which is just insane to me. In 2015, Selena performed her song Same Old Love at the AMAs in a black bra and shorts accompanied by a sheer jumpsuit with jewels all over it that kinda look like dots. Then Hailey did this same thing. She wears a black bra with shorts and over it is a sheer black dress with dots on it. Selena wears a pink turtleneck dress with her hair up at a bazaar party, and Hailey wears the same thing to the Met Gala. Selena partners with Louis Vuitton for the Met Gala, and Hailey wears the exact same thing shortly after. And then there's the tattoos. Selena has a lowercase g behind her left ear for her little sister Gracie, who was born in 2013. Now Hailey has one too though, in the exact same spot, and no one really knows why. It's rumored that she got it as a tribute to the daughter of Zoe church pastor Chad Vetch G for Georgia, who was born in 2012 with a rare disease. Now the tattoo is supposed to act as a reminder to pray for Georgia. Even if this was the reason Hailey got it, did she really need to get it in the same spot, on the same side, and in the same font too? Also, when Selena and Justin were dating, Selena had a promise ring from him that had the letter J on it. Then on Hailey and Justin's anniversary, Hailey got a J tattooed on her finger, but it's in the exact same style and font as Selena's ring was. Now this is just plain creepy. And then there's her copying Selena's side ventures. Selena is an actress and a singer, but she also has a cooking show and a beauty line that has made her a billionaire. Hailey once again had to copy all of this. Selena has had a cooking show on HBO called Selena and Chef since 2020. There have been 4 seasons of the show, and each episode features Selena tackling a new cuisine and guest stars a different professional chef, where they cover tips and tricks for how to deal with disasters in the kitchen. Now for each episode, the show donates $10,000 to the charity of the chef's choice, often food related. Now the show is filmed in her house, and to start off her show she says, "This is my real home, everything that we're doing is at home, this is my amazing kitchen," which is also the set. Now Hailey also created a cooking show on her YouTube channel called What's in My Kitchen in 2022. When Hailey started off her show, she also said, "Yes, we are actually in my real kitchen, in my real house. This is not a set, this is where I really live." Now, this was literally the exact same thing. Selena also has an okie dokie jar on her set because she says it so much, and recently Hailey has said it too, which is a phrase that she's never really used before. Moving on to the beauty line. On September 3rd, 2020, Selena released her makeup line Rare Beauty. Then, in 2022, Hailey released Road Beauty, a skincare line. Now Selena had been working on her brand for a while, and it seems like Hailey's just really came out of nowhere. This might be because Rare Beauty is one of the best-selling celebrity beauty brands, and for Selena this is a passion project, but for Hailey it seems more like a cash grab. One of the things that makes Rare Beauty stand out is that it really focuses on mental health. The company created the Rare Impact Fund, which is a part of Rare Beauty's commitment to give people access to the resources they need to support their mental health. Rare Rare Beauty donates 1% of all sales to the Rare Impact Fund and raises additional funds with foundations, corporate partners, and individuals in our community to increase access to mental health services in educational settings. Now, they have truly done amazing work, but then Hailey had to copy it. Hailey created the Rhodes Futures Foundation, and it is investing in supporting 1,000 women and their families by 2023, they said. Now, they had partnered with 3 organizations that provide women with the resources needed to direct their own futures. Rhodes has committed a minimum of 1% of sales to support their efforts and the women they serve. And listen, I think there should be more mental health foundations, and I'm for helping everyone. What Rare Beauty and Rhode Beauty are doing for individuals is great, but I don't think Hailey truly thought of this on her own or really cares. She just did it to copy Selena. Moving on to Justin, he is known to have a temper, both with fans, paparazzi, and strangers. Now, Justin has actually hit at least 2 different photographers with his car. Back in 2016, when Justin went on tour in Barcelona, Spain, a fan ran up to his car and stuck his hand in the window, and the singer then instantly punched the fan in the face, making his lip bleed. Back then, the video of the incident was caught on camera. Then one time, Justin was involved in a verbal altercation with paparazzi outside his Park Lane hotel. In the footage, the 19-year-old is seen pushing a member of the press out of the way as he climbs into a waiting car. Now, the paps yell at him, and this causes Justin to exit the car and confront the cameraman. His bodyguards held him back, and he got back into the vehicle and drove away. Now, there are actually a lot of videos of Justin yelling at the paparazzi. Then in 2015, Justin was ordered by a court to complete 12 anger management classes after he pled no contest to a vandalism charge in 2014. You see, Justin was charged with a misdemeanor after he egged his former Calabasas, California neighbor's home and caused more than $800,000 in damage. Now, you may think this behavior is a thing of the past, but it's not. And to prove it further, in August of this year, a source said Justin does not seem to be in a great place. He's been snapping a lot in public and freaking out over meaningless stuff. It's obvious that he's stressed and not coping very well with his emotions. And a lot of people in his life would love to see him to get some coaching on how to better manage his anger. Then there's the fact that Hailey is a nepo baby. Hailey's father is Stephen Baldwin, and she was pretty much given her career from her family. Now, some people have even called her a double nepo baby, as she's also gained recognition since she married Justin. She's literally known for being Justin's wife, and I mean, I didn't know who she was until they got married. It appears that she gets everything handed to her and that she doesn't work hard. Now, after a lot of the nepo baby discourse the past couple of years, Hailey called the paparazzi on herself to a parking garage so they could take photos of her in jeans and a shirt that said nepo baby. Honestly, it was just embarrassing. And finally, there's the fact that Justin is obviously still in love with Selena Gomez. I mean, he has a tattoo of Selena on his arm, and let me say, it'd be super easy to get it covered up, but he hasn't. I mean, him and Selena had been in an on and off relationship for almost a decade. Maybe there's a part of him that thinks they might get back together. You see, in 2018, Justin and Selena got back together, and they were seen out and about and seemed happy together, but then they broke up in May. Now, after that, Justin went right back to Hailey, and in July, they got engaged. Yes, just 2 months after he and Selena broke up, he proposed to Hailey. Now, there's no way he got over Selena that quickly.
Does this look like a playground to you? This is a studio workplace, and you're disrupting me. If you weren't so hot, I would have got rid of you a long time ago. Babe, I can't, don't touch me right now.
Now that Stephen Baldwin is the father-in-law of one of the most beloved pop stars of the last couple of decades, earlier this year he shared a video posted to Insta of Justin Bieber, playing the guitar and singing "I Could Sing of Your Love Forever." Overlaid on the video were the words, "Christians, please, when you think of Justin and Hailey, take a moment to offer a little prayer for them to have wisdom, protection, and draw close to the Lord." What does that mean? Because that seems to be pointing at trouble in the marriage. Unsurprisingly, Hailey is reportedly super angry about the whole thing. But is she angry because it's false? Or is she angry because her dad's revealing something that she wants to keep under wraps? Now, Hailey did dispel some internet speculation about her relationship in an Insta story, writing, "Just FYI, the stories and constant blind items I see on TikTok are 100% of the time wrong, made out of thin air, come from the land of delusion. So I know it may be fun feeding into these stories, but just know they're always false. XX, sorry to spoil it." Well, in February of 2022, Hailey did speak to Wall Street Journal magazine about why she didn't want to talk a lot about her marriage in interviews. She's like, I just don't feel it worth it to me anymore when I have to try to have an open conversation with someone like you and then it gets taken out of context. The media loves to take a tiny blurb of something for clickbait. The media has always been a disgusting thing. So if you ask any fan of Justin, or maybe his famous ex Selena Gomez, chances are they'll tell you he's still majorly head over heels for Selena, and how quickly he'd supposedly drop his current wife for his old wifey. Well, this can be indicated through several things, but fans believe the most incriminating piece of information against Justin to prove this comes in the form of his Selena tattoo, and well, his lack of removal of the tattoo. He was captured in a photo at his 29th birthday party during the first week of March of, I believe, last year, with one of his crew neck sleeves pulled up to allegedly show off his Selena tat. Now, the ink has been mildly covered, but a lot of people have stated that if Justin truly moved on, he would have fully removed it given its symbolism. Still, it may have been easier to just write over it rather than potentially damage his skin, but fans aren't convinced. They swear this is just another Justin tactic of not letting go of Selena, who has clearly moved on from what they formerly shared. So Hailey's supposedly mega obsession with Selena probably doesn't help her husband's desire to stay with her, a person he allegedly tried to move on from Selena with. Or at least that might be what Justin wants to convince people. Either way, many, but mainly Selena stans, have pointed out that Hailey's love for Selena is unhealthy, and it spiraled into jealousy and borderline hatred. So let's begin with Hailey's old tweets, where her love began. A young Hailey from 2011 to 2012 was constantly tweeting praises for Selena, including calling her hot and pretty on several occasions, wishing her a happy birthday while adding her on Twitter, and saying she and Justin were perfect. Now, the number of excessive messages from, little Hailey showed fans that a quick and potentially damaging obsession was growing. Over the years, Selena and Hailey have pretty much silently low-key been beefing. Now, this was partially blamed on Justin, who was seeing both women around the same time, but also massively on Hailey, who was accused of stealing Justin from Selena. However, one of the more recent moments of drama in history involved Hailey reportedly body shaming and mocking her husband's ex, and possibly bullying Selena with Kylie over her eyebrows. So even though everybody has denied this, we're talking Selena, everybody, fans have, once again, insisted the beef was Hailey's fault due to her, quote, wanting to be Selena so badly. So where was Justin in all of this? You may ask? Nobody knows. Justin and Hailey did prove earlier this year that they were still together by packing on the PDA at Coachella. They were together in the crowd at the festival and looked quite cozy as they listened to Lana Del Rey's set. The couple had their arms wrapped around each other, and Justin placed a smooch on his wife's head in a video. It was adorable. I loved it. It was cute. That same weekend, Justin took the stage for a surprise performance with Thames, and Hailey proudly shared videos from the set on her Instagram story. She also acknowledged the singer's birthday on March 1st with an Instagram post saying 30 with a lot of punctuation. That was fast. Words could never truly describe the beauty of who you are. Happy birthday to you, love of my life for life. She also included several PDA photos and videos of the pair. Very typical coupley stuff. You'll love to see it. Now, a source did speak to people about the couple's status, saying they're doing really well. They've been married for 5 years now, folks. They said there's no divorce, no truth to that whatsoever. They are very, very happy. Another source told Entertainment Tonight similarly, saying Justin and Hailey are continuing to support each other and help one another get through more difficult times as they always have. They are making an effort to do things that will help them create a bigger and brighter future. They are remaining committed to their faith and trying to stay positive. They are hopeful about the future and doing things to better themselves. As per a Nation Roar article from May of 2020, Justin once told Hailey while they were dating that he couldn't remain faithful to her. And while it seems he's managed to break that promise, thankfully, this still gave off the mindset of a cheater. Look, the phrase is, once a cheater, always a cheater for a reason. But once again, it is notable, we should mention, they've been happy, or at least what it seems like on the outside, because social media isn't everything. And they've remained pretty open about the intimacy and heavy topics of their marriage to the public. Justin even once admitted he wished he saved himself for marriage, which meant Hailey, of course. But a lot of folks were like, okay, he's just trying to appear dedicated to his wife, once again bringing back Selena into the conversation. Now, Justin has been accused of not being happy around his wife, and there are supposedly several reasons why. So according to Gossip Online, and just about any candid photo you can find of Hailey and Justin always looks uninterested or bored with Hailey, like he'd rather be anywhere but with her. But that could just be because he's bored with paparazzi. But hey, this does include public events like the infamous Lakers game the spouses attended with Kendall. At the time, Kendall was dating team player Devin Booker during the October game and was seated next to the couple cheering him on. Okay, there was another event, I believe it was the 29th birthday bash, we talked about that a little bit earlier, and even though he seemed excited in all the other photos, the ones with Hailey, not so much. Maybe he just doesn't have to appear happy around her. Body language experts on social media have claimed, given their history, that Justin isn't as in love with his wife as he lets on. But once again, folks, masking is a thing. Maybe he just feels comfortable enough not to be smiley. Even though they were nowhere near married at this point, Justin probably still gets a bad husband award for this next one. I'm thinking like a Razzie, but for husbands. So back in 2015, Justin and Hailey were in the middle of a crowd rush while exiting a Madison Avenue shop. It was captured online, it was like a little video clip, and you could see like an opening in a fence. It gave Justin and Hailey a clear path to escape the madness. With a skateboard in hand, Justin literally leaves Hailey behind, racing off into the decently empty street while Hailey is flailing around trying to catch up. When she did make it to the other side, she wound up flat on her rear end in Times Square in front of hundreds of spectators after accidentally tripping over the barricade. Fortunately, she got up really fast, ran after Justin just as quickly as she hit the floor. But like, still, dude, don't leave your wife behind. Save her. Be the gallant knight. Be the protector. Justin has been known to not stick up for Hailey. Like, insert the silence on the Selena drama. Aside from his single years old Instagram post that told fans he was happy with Hailey and for them to, you know, essentially stay out of the couple's business, plus his disappearing Instagram story telling fans to stop hating on Hailey, he hasn't really been good at coming to his wife's defense. In fact, it's been Hailey catching a lot of the like brunt of the hate, the backlash, and attention for a lot of things that Justin's kind of at fault for. He's left her to fend for herself so many times. Like when Hailey was the one who informed the Call Her Daddy podcast that she and Justin were only together when he and Selena weren't. It's not like anybody, you know, didn't already know that, but it still would have been nice had Justin put his 2 cents on the matter to stop the hate that his wife was flooded with. Then of course you have people who actually think Justin's sickeningly here for the hate towards Hailey and plotting of his secret enjoyment.
Justin Bieber has been going through a lot recently, but it appears that all of this could have been avoided. So here's our list of Justin Bieber warning signs we should have seen coming. Now, Justin rose to fame so young, as he was discovered after posting a video of him playing the guitar and singing. After he got signed to a music label and had Usher as his mentor, things went up for him. Teenage girls loved him, but with that came a lot of hate. I mean, grown adults actually started to hate on him so hard. It was totally unnecessary, and I can't imagine dealing with that hate while growing up. And besides getting hate, he had strange and uncomfortable encounters with grown-ups as well. He was repeatedly asked inappropriate questions, and he always tried to avoid them. Now, there were a lot of people who thought that they could do whatever they wanted to him, as in 2012, Katy Perry was caught behaving poorly around the star at an award show, and that same year at the AMAs, Jenny McCarthy grabbed Justin and repeatedly kissed his neck when she presented him with an award. Now, Jenny was 40 years old at the time, and Justin had recently turned 18. In a video of the moment, Justin is clearly uncomfortable and tries to get away from her grasp, but he can't. Now, Justin was so shocked that he started off his acceptance speech by saying, "Wow, I feel so violated right now," which honestly I can't blame him for. Jenny later told Access Hollywood that her emotions took over when Justin came onto the stage and dismissed her antics as her living out her cougar fantasy. Now, she added at the time, "I couldn't help it, he was just so delicious." Now, that is just truly weird, and that should have never happened. And then we have Justin's relationship with Diddy. Now, that's just a huge red flag within itself. If you didn't know, Diddy has been arrested for running a crime ring for decades, and many different people have sued him for being mistreated and taken advantage of by him. Now, Justin was close with Diddy at one point, and it has people thinking that he might have been a victim of Diddy's. And even if he isn't, the way he spent time with Diddy is just weird though, and should have never happened. American singer Jaguar Wright revealed that Diddy had been trying to gain control over Justin, but struggled until Usher stepped in, took over management, and ultimately handed Bieber over to Diddy for 48 hours. Now, what happened during those 48 hours, no one really knows. But the thing is, Justin posted about it on his YouTube page. Now, in the video, Diddy says he's having 48 hours with Diddy, where we're hanging out and what we're doing we can't really disclose, but it's definitely a dream. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me, and we're gonna go full crazy, Diddy said. Now, again, this is just very weird in general. Looking back, Justin should have never been left alone with that man in the first place, and I mean, where were his parents? Now, this wasn't the only weird incident with Diddy caught on film, and it's just crazy to me that there actually is proof of this. Not to mention, footage has resurfaced of Justin and Diddy reuniting in 2021, and it has people questioning if Diddy thought that Justin was working with the feds. In the video, it shows Diddy getting out of a car and approaching Justin, giving him a hug before patting him down on his chest and torso a few times. Now, the video had been posted in 2021 by Justin himself on his Instagram, but people are now thinking that Diddy was patting Justin down to see if he was wearing a wire. Now, the fact that Diddy thought that he was wearing a wire says a lot, and it seems like Justin and Diddy spent a lot of time together over the years, and while it appeared innocent, dark things could have happened behind closed doors that we had no idea about. Unfortunately, Justin Bieber is no stranger to the law. In 2013, Justin started to get in trouble with the law and he started acting out. Some noticeable incidents include him being filmed urinating in a mop bucket inside a New York City nightclub kitchen and yelling "F Bill Clinton." Then in January 2014, police searched his home in Calabasas, and detectives later filed a search warrant following an egg tossing incident which caused damage to a neighbor's home. Then in July, Justin pleaded no contest to a misdemeanor vandalism charge and was ordered to pay nearly $81,000 in damages and to serve 2 years probation. Now, the singer was also ordered to complete 5 days of community labor and a 12-week anger management program. But then, weeks later, Justin was arrested in Miami Beach after what police described as an illegal street race involving the pop star and a friend. Now, neither was charged with drag racing, but Justin was charged with resisting arrest after a profanity-laced tirade against police officers. Now, a plea deal struck with prosecutors included a 12-hour anger management course, a $50,000 charitable contribution already made to local children's organizations, and a $500 fine. Then in April that year, Justin's antics prompted an online petition to have him deported from the US. The petition was hosted on the White House's website and received more than 273,000 signatures. Now, Justin has also hit multiple different paparazzis with his car, and in November 2016, Justin was accused of allegedly punching a fan in Barcelona. Video of the incident appeared to show the singer's hand making contact with the young man's face. Now, all this behavior is really concerning, but no one really stepped in to help him. In 2020, while speaking with Apple Music's Zane Lowe, Justin spoke about his own experiences in the music industry as a young artist. "It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone telling me they loved me and turned their back on you in a second." He then added that he wanted to protect Billie Eilish, who rose to fame young and quickly like Justin did. "I just want to protect her. I don't want her to go through anything I went through. I don't wish that upon anybody," he said. He then added that he hopes he could be a good example for her. "If she ever needs me, I'm gonna be there for her. I'm just a call away," he said. Now, him saying this almost just proves that he went through so much that he regrets. Speaking about his personal struggles that were made public as he was growing up, he said that at some points it was really bad, it was dark. "Think about how young I was and so impressionable, and you have everybody telling me how awesome I am at all times," he explained. "I just want people to understand the psychology of why I potentially could have problems in my life." Now, Justin also confessed that he had been living in this shame with all this sort of stuff with my past. And finally, we have his health. Justin has also long battled Ramsay-Hunt syndrome and first revealed his diagnosis to the public in 2022. The condition is a form of face paralysis caused by reactivation of the shingles or chickenpox virus in the facial nerves present near either ear. Now, this virus can potentially be reactivated due to aging, other illnesses, or severe stress. Now, we all know that Justin has gone through a lot of stress due to fame, so that could actually be what caused his illness. Therapist Sherry Boughton further suggests that recent stresses over a newborn baby, rumored marriage troubles, and Diddy's arrest in Justin's life may have worsened his chronic illness and subsequently his appearance. I mean, he has been spotted in public recently and he does not look good and has many people worried. But with all the stress he's going through, it could definitely be the reason why he appears to be struggling. Not to mention, there have also been rumors of him and his wife Hailey divorcing. Insiders have told DailyMail.com that his recent appearance is the result of becoming borderline reclusive after struggling with the idea of large crowds or mixing with strangers after years of being in the spotlight, which honestly makes sense. The insider said Justin has been struggling for the last couple years, and a significant part of that is down to his worry about being in certain public situations. He's built up a deep fear of being out in spaces with lots of people and has a deep-seated worry about large crowds. That's one of the reasons why he's not done any touring for a while, they said. Now hopefully Justin will be able to get the help that he needs and can get better.